That person does not have to be a sinner who Satan seeks to use. That person can then be a professed Christian standing right there in the church house. Because the only thing the devil is looking for is an open door of the flesh. And he does not care if it's a sinner's flesh. And he does not care if it's a saint's flesh. All he looks for is open doors in the flesh. If you don't believe that the devil uses saints, tell me, why then is there so much hell theory going on in the church house? Why is there so much Indian marriage going on inside of the church house? Why can't the mother get the sisters to pray? Why can't the pastor get the brothers to operate? It's all because of open doors of the flesh. Touch your neighbor and say you have to crucify your flesh. Hallelujah. Therefore, as a result of men yielding themselves to God, are yielding themselves to the devil. Those who yield themselves to God, the gospel is being preached. Souls are being saved and delivered. People are being healed. The fruits of the Spirit are being manifested. Love, joy, and peace, and long-suffering. Those who yield themselves to the devil are preaching false teaching and doctrines of devils to counteract the gospel. They are murdering and destroying and killing men in order to keep them away from God. Sickness and disease, people strung out on crack, women standing on the street corner prostituting, alcoholism all around us, homosexuality and lesbianism, child molestation, oppression and depression. So many saints oppressed and so many saints depressed, wondering when it's all going to be over. But I come to tell you there is a war raging. And that war is raging for the souls of men. Touch your neighbor and say, there is a war raging. And it's raging for the souls of men. But in order for a natural body to operate in this natural world, that body has to be full of blood. But when men sin, Satan made a claim to him through sin. And therefore, Satan was able to contaminate his blood with death. That's why every known disease known to man is transferred through the blood. But sin can only be passed from the blood of the father, not the blood of the mother. So 2,000 years ago, in a little city called Bethlehem of Judea, there was born a little baby boy whose mother was a virgin but had no natural father. Flowing through his veins was blood filled with life and light. So Satan came to contaminate him. Satan tried to contaminate him through temptation. But Jesus resisted the temptation. Satan tried to contaminate him through accusation. But Jesus did not listen to the accusation. Satan tried to contaminate him through deception. But Jesus did not receive the deception. So Satan said, if I can't contaminate you, then I will kill you. So he moved upon the heart of sinful men. And they took my Jesus and they hung him on the cross. And Jesus died. But when Jesus died, Paul said, if if the devil would have known what God was up to, he would not have crucified him. So when the devil crucified him, out came the blood that flowed with light, and it destroyed the devil. Say it, say it, say it, say it. And so that precious blood was taken back to heaven, placed on the mercy seat of God. So I come to tell you, beloved, there is a war raging, but there's blood over here. There's a war raging, but there's blood over here. Your daughter sprung out on crack, but there's blood over here. Your son bound by the devil, but there's blood over here. Plead the blood. Touch your neighbor and say, plead the blood. Say, plead the blood. Your husband asking for food, but plead the blood. Your wife not doing what you're supposed to do, but plead the blood. Say it. Say it. So there's one thing that the devil is afraid of. He trembles when he sees it. He shakes when he hears it. He runs when he sees it. When he sees the blood, put your hands over your head. Say, I'll cover myself in the blood. When you walk in your house, say, I'll plead the blood. When you walk in the church, say, I'll plead the blood. When you're driving down the street, say, I'll plead the blood. I'll plead it over the children. I'll plead it over the husband. I'll plead it over the wife. I'll plead it over the job. I'll plead it. Hallelujah. Everywhere I go. Say it. Say it. Say it. Somebody said, there's power. Somebody said, there's power. Somebody said, there's power. Wonder working power in that precious blood. Say yeah. Say yeah. Let me close. One of the things I see that the devil has done among God's people, that is to intimidate them. God showed me a vision. In the vision, I seen some demons coming to church. They were so bold and they were so courageous. They were belittling the Lord as if though they defeated him. And I was just standing there looking at those devils belittle Jesus. And I looked at those devils and I said, you are a liar. Jesus defeated you. And those devils dropped down and they got quiet. Hallelujah. I've come to tell you, if the devil can keep your mouth closed and put doubt in your head that you are the head and not the tail, if it can make you believe that God is not for you, but that God is against you, God come to let you know you got to open your mouth, because there is a war raging. There is a war raging, and it's raging for your soul. You're going to have to open your